people in jail, like in America. 500,000 approximately black people are in jail for racistical reasons, mostly. And that's evil. I want that to stop too. So, I mean, like, until we get more facts, we're not gonna confirm our confirmation bias against the systematical distortion to in media to make China look bad, look negative. We're not going to confirm nothing again until we get the facts. And if we don't have facts, we're not going to draw any goddamn conclusions about China or Uyghurs or Chinese people. I mean, it's not okay. It's not okay. But I mean, this is obviously going to be like a longer video, a longer theme, because it's a developing story. So, basically this is the first video, and I want to like go deeper into this story. So like, I don't know, like think about this more intelligently. And like I'm also sick of the racism and the propaganda in like America, and because like so many people consume American media, it exactly, it becomes I mean, a lot of people consumed propaganda against Iraq, and that led to a war. So I mean, like, the propaganda in America is pure evil. Like, we're not gonna take it against China. We shouldn't have taken it against Iraq. Like, no, 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 no. So this is like an addition to what we've been talking about. Like, it always goes back to good and evil, like when it comes to countries. So like in human modern history, like human history, an evil country is basically judged against how many thousands or millions of black people, African people, they murdered because of racism, or how many Jewish people who believed in Judaism, thousands, millions, that country's people murdered because of, well, again, racism. Although, like Whoopi Goldberg said, I mean, I don't think that Jewish people are of a different race. But I mean, we can just go to that into another video, because like Judaism is a religion. It's not an ethnicity. Like anybody can convert to Judaism. So I mean, like it's difficult for it to be a race. Although like people can say that it's a race and make people like commit crimes to that. But anyway, good countries and evil countries. Like how many thousands or millions of black people did they kill? How many thousands or millions of Jewish people did they kill? China with communism, or before that, imperialism, did not kill thousands or millions of black people. China became a superpower, the strongest country on the planet, without killing thousands or millions of black people. China became the strongest country on the planet without killing thousands or millions of Jewish people. So China is not evil as a country. When you look at modern human history and evil, China didn't trade any black people as slaves either. Didn't buy them, didn't sell them. So I mean, that was also pure evil. And that was other countries, not China. You should check which specific countries traded black people, sold black people, owned black people, and just murdered black people for fun. Specific countries. Let's just say that Hungary and Finland and Sweden, even though their people are beige, they did not kill black people for fun during 100 or 1,000 years. Just read up about it. There are specific countries that did it. Evil countries that did it. Evil countries are basically busy being like moral now after all of those millions of black people dead. They're moral now, and they're pushing out these distorted news stories about China that China is evil because China did not kill black people for 1,000 years and became a superpower twice. What country becomes the strongest country on the planet twice in human history without killing any black people? Ha! Or Jewish people? We didn't kill any Jewish people either. Yeah, so China is not an evil country. It's not an evil country. Like, America is still murdering black people because of racism every day. Like, America's system is evil. It's pure evil. Like, every day is just a little bit adjustment on the racism and like how black people get killed. But I mean, it still happens. Like, I mean, China is like, whatever you want to like judge America and how black people die in America, China is not evil because it's not evil. So stop writing dumb nonsense about China to make it look negative. We already did Iraq. I mean, like, we're not gonna like fall for that dumb nonsense again. Yeah. It's like democracy is not good or justice just because it's called democracy, or I mean, like, everybody can vote. Black people can still be, murdered and discriminated against, and other people of other colors can still like experience racism like every day under a democracy. So I mean, like, just because some twisted journalist is busy screaming "No democracy" in China, and write some dumb nonsense about China just to push a narrative against China that's negative, doesn't mean that that China is murdering black people. It's not like that. Okay, I'm just reading here to see what else is in here. Like, yeah. No, like, I mean, during the time that racists and anti-moralists have been screaming about China, it doesn't have democracy, it's a communist country of the community of common shared goals and common shared resources among the people inside of the community called China. Why they have been screaming about that? Like, black people have been like murdered on the street like every basically day, like since like it's almost like 100 years now. While racists and these people who distort facts and things, politicians, have been screaming about China, like being a communist, no democracy. Black people have been murdered every day during these hundreds of years. I mean, 100 years, almost 100 years. That, I mean, it's just so dishonest. It's dishonest. It's not okay. It's not okay. And that's why this is going to be a continuation of an analysis of the situation of the media and the narrative against China, and how people of an evil system called China an evil system. But I mean, it always goes back to how many black people have, you know, a country murdered during that country's existence, and or Jews, or, you know, racism in general, or how many, yeah. And I mean, China comes out clean. Like, China has, you know, has had people in China have suffered, but the people were basically always Chinese people. The Chinese people have suffered in China, and I mean, that's not okay either. But I mean, like, and that's not. But I mean, on a country level, that's not. I mean, it's not the same. And evil is not the most correct word to describe what happened in China when, like, Chinese people suffered. More like a, I don't know what the word I would use for that, but it's more like a, oh well, I mean, we're not going to include this part of that, but I mean, China didn't murder black people to become the strongest country on the planet, and they won't.